Hurricanes written across the chest. It'll be Kyla Oldacre back in the starting lineup for the Hurricanes to tip things off for Miami. Sky Castro on the other side. And we are underway on a Friday night in Coral Gables. Hurricanes 2-0 to start the year. A win over Jacksonville and Fordham. As we mentioned, Southern 0-3, but 3 really tough games on the road against some Power 5 opponents. Jalea Williams directing traffic, finds Oldacre, her shot too strong, grabs her own board and flips it back in.
Oldacre's such a big body, so good on the boards. Her hands are great, and she's very light on her feet. Don't let her size deceive you. She's very light on her feet, and she can move around really well.
A 6'6" forward from Ohio. On the other end, it's Castro who kisses it off the window.
Southern moving the ball really well and taking advantage of the open opportunities that they have.
We talked a bit about the Miami offense against Fordham, averaging just under 80 points per game at 79.5 through its first 2. Southern's had a bit of a tougher time scoring. Now again, note the opponents, but 46 points per game.
You have to respect their strength of schedule, not just going out there playing anyone, but playing people who are actually going to make them better and make them compete harder.
Williams hacked on the way up. She'll go to the line and shoot a pair.
I'm happy to see Miami at the free throw line so early in the game. The entire game, last game against Fordham, both teams, only 2 trips to the line. Well, 1 trip to the line, 2 shots in the entire game. And so I'm glad to see some aggressiveness. It shows that Miami has come out aggressive and not afraid to get in the paint.
And it was Oldacre, who's at the line right now, I beg your pardon, who made the trip for the Hurricanes. She went 1 of 2 at the line, making her 2nd career start. Goes empty on the trip, but an offensive board for the Hurricanes. It's Dwyer, corner pocket, and pulled down by the Jaguars. Southern in the half-court offense. It's an open look. Swirls in and out. A fight for the loose ball, and Jasmyne Roberts, the junior guard from Jacksonville, off to another strong start. Patrick can't connect on the 3. Just the 2nd meeting all-time between these 2 squads. Last time came back in 2010 at the then Bank United Center as Fontenot splashes it home, and it's an early 5-2 Southern advantage.
Yeah, Jaleel's gonna have to be a little more disciplined on defense. Just a quick shot fake, sidestep, and 3-pointer, and just like that, Southern's up by 3 early in the first quarter.
Southern not shy to shoot it from deep. Trying to break this defensive zone. Look like we'll get a foul on Survive Allegiance.
They're back at the free throw line.
So the Hurricanes, who just attempted 2 free throws in their last game against Fordham, already going to attempt number 3 right here.
Well, when you have such a talented coaching staff as the University of Miami has, you know, you have staff that have played on all levels of basketball. I'm sure that they looked at that game and saw the things that they needed to get better on and prepare for this game.
It's Roberts' first trip to the line this season. Comes up empty on the first attempt. Makes good of the second one. What a bright spot Jasmyne Roberts was in that NCAA tournament for Miami. She really, really seems to be coming into her own.
Absolutely. But they better play Southern at the 3-point line. It'll be a very, very difficult game.
And then a turnover for the Hurricanes. So Sanaya Reed cashes in the 3, and then a turnover in the front court. And they're the back court for Miami.
Absolutely. Turnovers was Achilles' heel of this Miami offense last game.
Fontenot receives the inbounds pass. Already splashed home that early 3, an 8-3 advantage for the Jaguars. And there'll be a travel the other way. Back and forth, the turnovers come.
I think both teams just need to settle down a little bit. Take a deep breath, run their offenses, execute, and play the basketball they know how to play.
These games can get a little tricky for teams getting close to that Thanksgiving break. You got to stay dialed in, but you know, the school responsibilities start to come back.
Listen, look at basketball all around. You have Iowa that lost. You have Colorado that beat the defending champion. So any given day, it's anybody's basketball game.
Roberts ends the run for Southern, makes it a 2-point game. Fleming to run the offense for Southern. Looking to get it out, finds Castro on the wing. The triple try off the side, and a pinball for the ball, and it's Hurricanes possession.
Early sub for the Hurricanes. Katie's over there talking with Patrick, you know, first year under her belt, really trying to learn the system and be as effective as she could be.
Roberts takes the three, rises, too strong. Oldacre, another offensive board, count the bucket with the foul.
It's going to be a long night for Southern if they allow Oldacre to be that active on the offensive boards. They have to put a body on Oldacre.
Well, Kyla Oldacre at 6'6", the tallest player on either roster. And Carlos Funches makes an early change, goes for the 6'4", Tiana Lidge.
Got to try to disrupt them.
Oldacre can't cap off the old-fashioned three, but a loose ball foul called on Southern.
And Dwyer, just that battery pack for the Hurricanes, the anchor for the team, setting the tone on offense and on defense. And, you know, she might be, people might think she's a little short, but she plays like she's 6'2".
Roberts underneath, just a touch too strong, and it's pulled down by Lidge, who just came on. It's a fast-paced opening minute. It's slowed down since, and Roberts picks Fleming's pocket, and Fleming commits the foul.
And just like that, they're in the bonus. So every foul now, with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter, they're back at the free throw line.
Well, we talked about it right from the get-go. One trip to the free throw line for the Hurricanes in their last game. These will be attempts 6 and 7. Problem for Miami in the early going, at least, just 1 of 5 at the line.
Just gotta get it in.
Roberts again too strong on the freebie.
Absolutely. 17% right now from the free throw line.
Very rare to see, especially for someone like Jasmyne Roberts, who's so talented.
Sometimes it's like that. Game of basketball.
Cashes in on the second attempt to give Miami back the lead. It's going up 2-0. It's a 6-0 run for the Hurricanes over the last minute. Trying to tighten up the screws defensively and get out and run. Fleming looking to weave, kicks it to the right. Reed hoists it up, too strong, and Williams skies for the board. Trying to get out and run. Williams lost it off her foot. Roberts a three, left it short.
I like how aggressive Roberts came out in this game.
Lidge gets it to go. Tiana Lidge comes off the bench, the junior from El Paso, Texas. And gives Southern the lead right back.
Southern isn't shy. They're showing us that they can play with Miami right now.
Another travel against the Hurricanes. Another turnover for Miami, their third.
That's 2 travels for Williams. I know she's quick, has a very quick first step.
Hurricanes gonna pick up the pressure at midcourt. Try and trap the Jaguars. They break the press. Reed hoists the triple, nothing but net. And you mentioned it, the Jaguars not shy, hoisting up those threes.
Not shy at all, shooting 75% from the three-point line. Miami's going to have to adjust the way they are playing Southern, even if they're just hot for the moment, and get out there. And I think they have this Miami team rattled right now.
While Southern an early 13-9 advantage over Miami. They've cashed in on 3 of 4 from deep. A look at Katie Meyer, the all-time winningest basketball coach at the University of Miami, regardless of men's or women's, 345 wins. Tamara, she's accomplished so much for this program, pushed it to new heights. Today, she's got a new test at the moment, slowing down the Jaguars from deep.
Very early in the game. If you know Katie Meyer, you know she's full of passion, but she's full of poise. And she knows exactly what to tell her team to get them going. The great thing about this Miami team is that they have so much depth. If you look at the last game, you know, you had every Hurricane that checked in had at least 5 points, and 7 Hurricanes played at least 20 minutes. And so this great recruiting class that she was able to assemble will be able to overcome this adversity.
It's a testament to the staff, a testament to Coach Meyer and all she's done for Miami, and a traveling violation on the adjustment out of the timeout. Trapping.
Absolutely. I know that, you know, trying to figure out which unit is going to work the best together. And when you have so much talent on the team, every practice you're working for a starting position. You cannot sleep, you cannot let off from a single practice.
Hurricanes on the offensive end got to figure out this zone from Southern. Dwyer on the baseline, and she's fouled.
Oh,
and they're going to call it an offensive.
foul.
One more look at that one. A little bit of contact. I don't know if the arm came out, but a couple bodies colliding and one hitting the floor.
This new age basketball is different, I tell you that.
Tamara, how many extra points would you have had if that was a foul? Tamara, how many extra points would you have had if that was a foul?
I probably would have averaged 40 the way they call the game nowadays, because, you know, we were very aggressive back when I played. A lot of these tic-tac fouls were called, and definitely not flopping.
Hilton, the 3 off the side iron, and it's Fleming on the board, and Southern retains possession.
Hilton lit it up last game. She definitely came out. She was 5 for 8 from the three-point line, and so I know that scouting report is saying, close out high and tight, run her off the line.
Career high for the sophomore from Ontario, 17 points, the leading scorer for the Hurricanes through their first 2 games. Kick to the corner, an open 3. Triples not falling at the same rate as they did in the opening minutes for Southern.
I tell you what, they're moving the ball really, really well. They're finding the open man. They're getting wide open shots. They're just not going in right now.
It's down low to Lidge, too strong, and Hilton able to clear the mess. Shayeann Day-Wilson tries the triple, and pulled down once again by Lidge.
This zone has Miami shooting a lot more threes than they want to.
2-on-2 the other way. Defense into offense. Williams flips it up, and the foul.
Took advantage of the Southern player being on the floor. She's like, I'm on the floor. What can I do?
Snaps a 3-minute scoring drought for the Hurricanes, and you mentioned it. It's a block. It's the definition of a block. You're on the floor.
Absolutely. Imagine getting kicked in your head and getting the foul called on you. Exactly what happened.
That sends Jalea Williams to the charity stripe. Junior from Pompano Beach, averaging 8 points per game in the early going this year. Completes the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Jalea definitely has a motor on her.
You know, when you get a Katie Meyer coached basketball team, you're going to get that high pressure from the Hurricanes all the way up the floor, create a lot of turnovers, a lot of steals for Miami. Hurricanes 6th in the country at the moment, averaging 16 steals per game. Don't get a steal there, but they get an empty trip for Southern.
They have the personnel to be able to keep up with those type of stats for the entire season.
Wilson finds Stedman, strokes the 3, too strong. Another board for Fontenot.
Allie has struggled these first few games to really find that shot, to really find that angle. But she definitely has the potential to be able to fill it up at the three-point line.
Morgan down low in the lane, no good. And they'll call a foul on the floor. Looks like it's going to go against Stedman.
Southern is penetrating the defense, drawing to, finding the open man that's cutting down the center of the basket, and Miami just has to keep them out of the middle of the paint.
Bit of a smaller lineup for Miami at the moment. Oldacre on the bench at the moment. Yet to see Azaria Spearman for the Hurricanes today. Plenty of depth, as you mentioned, on this Miami team, and a lot of new faces for the Hurricanes as well. Trying to see what gels together in the early part of the year. Southern's taking advantage, up by 1 here in the first quarter. And I'll call a travel on the Jaguars.
When you have Hilton and Patrick, such big guards, you can do that. You can have you have forwards in. Patrick's a forward, but you really don't have a center of that huge post presence that's going to be a back-to-the-basket type of player. But with this zone, they're looking to penetrate, get in the gut, and make something happen.
Well, it's Patrick right there, kicks it out to Hilton. But Patrick, the offensive board, scoops under and kicks it off the window.
This Miami team is very active on the offensive glass. So if you're Southern, all 5 have to box out. Send all 5 to the boards every single possession.
It's already 5 offensive rebounds for Miami in this first quarter. Fontenot down low to Lidge, and 1.
That roll that she's going at the high post, Miami has to adjust and find a way to defend that. It's absolutely killing Miami's defense. They're allowing them to roll down the middle of the paint at will.
And what an impact the height of Lidge has made. We saw in the early going, Kyla Oldacre took advantage of the mismatch in size for Miami. Coach Funches quickly brought in Lidge. She's done wonders.
Absolutely.
4 of 8 at the line is the junior from El Paso. Too strong on the freebie, and the Hurricanes will run the offense. Down by 1 in this first quarter. Williams pulls it down, hands off to Day-Wilson. Turns around and gets it to go.
Just sweet. Day-Wilson, I would like to see her a little more aggressive offensively. She's very poised as a point guard, sets up your offense, gets others involved, but she's going to have to put some points on this board for this Miami offense that's in right now to be successful.
And transfer from Duke, making her impact felt in her first few games as a Hurricane. Time winding down, and it's swatted away. Jada Patrick down low.
Did they call a foul on that?
No foul call.
Okay. I thought that they called the foul.
No foul.
I need to see that replay.
4.4 to go. Time winding down. Hoist up a 3, and it's wide left. Well, a back and forth first 10 minutes here at Coral Gable. Something's got to give of that zone here in this second corner. Southern tries a 3. It's off the front side, and here come the Hurricanes out and running, led by Jalea Williams. Finds Day-Wilson, back to Patrick, who had that emphatic block in the final seconds of that first quarter. Day-Wilson tries her luck from distance, and now it's a 1 for 10 start from beyond the arc.
That's the only thing that Southern is giving them is the three-point shot. And so Miami's biggest challenge is how to beat this zone that Southern is in. Miami looking a little confused on offense right now.
10 seconds on the timer. Day-Wilson, and they'll call a double dribble.
I don't know if they thought she doubled or carried or something, but she changed her mind. And now Miami's going to have to keep Southern out the middle of the paint. If they can reverse the roles and Miami can get in the middle of the paint the way Southern is able to, I think that it'll be a change of the game.
We tried to warn the viewers at the beginning of the broadcast, do not be fooled by Southern's record. They've stacked that strength of schedule in the early going, and a tough match for the Hurricanes here to the first quarter plus.
I'll tell you one thing, Miami's going to be in trouble if Southern starts knocking down shots because they're shooting threes at will.
It's one of the things with early season basketball. Team's still working out the kinks, trying to find what five work in what combination.
Absolutely. I don't see Miami keeping a set five with this team for the entire season.
Williams turns defense into offense, picks her pocket, and cashes in for two.
She's very dangerous in the open court, fast break. She's such a great player.
Hurricanes with active hands to start the year. Fleming in the lane through traffic, but an offensive board for Sky Castro and the two.
Very little, you can't do much about that when someone gets all the way to the rim and kind of misses an easy chipping.
Miami trying to navigate this zone. Skip to the corner and a traveling violation call.
Early struggles with the zone for Miami. I look to see how they're going to bounce back for this adversity.
It's the fifth turnover for the Hurricanes, and 3 of them have been traveling.
Similar song for what happened against Fordham last week.
Fleming kicks it out to Reed. Sanaya Reed down the lane, high off the window. And an offensive board for Fontenot. Skips a pass to the corner. And it's Morgan. Can't connect, and Day-Wilson clears. Miami trying to pick up the pace. Now set in the half court. Hilton through the lane, lost it. Regathers, finds Oldacre. Battle for the loose ball, and it's Fleming comes away with it.
Not a great possession for the Hurricanes. Gives Southern the ball down 1 with the ability to go up.
Fleming shakes, Fleming fakes, but can't find the target.
Really nice move to the basket.
Williams to Oldacre in the post, kicks it out. Day-Wilson can't find the bottom of the net. Hurricanes 1 of 11 now from deep.
Inside out is one of the best passes you could get in basketball when you have everyone touching the ball. That's just a perfect opportunity to knock down a 3. And this team has the ability, this Miami team has the ability to knock down these threes. Just, they're having a tough time in the first half.
Not falling at the moment for the Hurricanes. And Coach Meyer will play some chess. Coach Funchess does the same.
Still looking for that group of 5 that can really get into this game and change things for the Hurricanes.
Hurricanes haven't scored in more than 2 minutes. Southern 0 for their last 4. Both teams trying to find their rhythm on the offensive end. Wilson skips a pass. Stedman from deep. In and out. And an offensive board and a bucket for Jazz Roberts.
That's one thing that I love about Jasmyne Roberts is that, you know, her offensive game might not be there, but she is so active on the boards that she is going to make a way to contribute to this team.
Reed cashes in on her own miss and scores 2, the leading scorer for Southern. Now up to 8 points, matching her season average in the first half.
And 7 offensive rebounds for Southern. Definitely hurting the Miami Hurricanes.
Stedman thought about the 3, instead finds Day-Wilson. She hoists the triple. And an offensive board for Jalea Williams. But it's taken away by Fontenot.
Didn't keep it.
20-19 advantage for Miami, nearly halfway through this second quarter.
And on paper, Miami is 20 points better easily than Southern, on paper. But one thing about it, the paper can't play for you.
Paper doesn't play, gotta hit the shots, gotta hit the free throws. 4 seconds on the timer. Fleming splits a double, finds an open man and too strong on the three, and Reed gets the offensive board.
Another O board for Southern. If I'm Coach Funches, I'm very proud of my team right now for staying in this game with the Hurricanes.
Denied by Roberts, and there's the stop for Miami. Day-Wilson finds Roberts underneath, and she's hacked on the way up.
I feel like she had that left right there.
Foul called on Fleming, as these two teams will talk things over at the under 5 media timeout with Miami on top, 20-19 here in Coral Gables. Welcome back to Coral Gables, a 20-19 lead for Miami over Southern. Tamara, we talked about it off air. A lot of three-point tries for both these teams, and the shots maybe not going down in the early going for either side.
Miami shooting 28% from the field in the second quarter, but Southern's only shooting 16%. So both teams lacking a little bit of focus on getting the ball in the basket.
Now Miami's got to the line at a high clip in the early going. 4 of 9 is the problem for the Hurricanes. This is free throw number 10. Got to hit the freebies at the line, and Jazz Roberts goes perfect.
Absolutely. Most comfortable place to be.
Legions across the timeline for Southern. Gets in the lane and bounces it off her leg, and a fast break for Miami. Dwyer, no look pass. Roberts can't finish the layup.
Oh, she smoked the layup. I bet she wish she could get that back. Really pretty no look by Dwyer.
We've seen it plenty for Miami over the years. Defense into offense. 4 steals already for the Hurricanes. Almost another. 7 on the timer. Legions flips it up and puts it in.
It's a nice move to the basket, and guess what? Right back into the gut of that defense. Very easy shot to make. And Southern's not going away.
Almost 20 minutes into this game, and Southern hanging around with the Hurricanes.
I don't think they're going to come out of this zone. I wouldn't.
And there's the Hurricanes back to that smaller lineup, as you mentioned, trying to get into the gut, into the heart of that zone and see if you can break it up.
You know, you have to be able to rotate, get back, play for your man, get off the double, have your teammates back, and so you have to be very, very active on your feet to be able to play for this Miami defense.
And it's Patrick down low, and they go with that smaller lineup. We mentioned it, Jada Patrick listed as a guard, but a long guard that can play down low for the Canes.
She's absolutely, I would list her as a forward. She's absolutely a long, strong, not afraid to be aggressive, not afraid to go to the basket.
Chance for the Hurricanes to set things up on the offensive end. Day-Wilson directing traffic.
Gotta have an overload on the weak side.
Goes to that side. 7 left to shoot. Stedman with the triple. Can't connect.
Miami's just struggling. I mean, that was a good shot. Nice execution. Just have to knock those shots down.
Southern not going away just yet. 24-21 with 2.5 to go in this first half. Legions from the elbow.
Oh, and she's feeling it right now.
Little shimmy, hoist up the shot, walk back like you've been there before.
Last 2 possessions, she's been able to put it in the bucket.
Dwyer through traffic, the pretty scoop to the hoop.
Nice left. I didn't know where she was going because the Southern defender stepped up, but she was able to create. Scoop it up with the left hand. Very nice.
About as pretty of a finish as you'll see all night. It's Legions again. She got fouled. And here's one more look at that, Tamara. Lachey Dwyer through traffic, but the most impressive part, that little finish.
She's really crafty around the basket. You know, when you're kind of height challenged, you have to find ways to be able to score against anyone in the league. And so she's done a great job at using her craftiness to be able to finish around the bucket.
A 5-second violation, and there's Miami's defense coming down in clamps once again. Hurricanes have allowed the fewest points in the ACC through their first 2 games, just averaging 46 allowed per game. Southern right around that number as well at 23 at the moment.
Defensively, everyone on the court can hassle and impact the game in a positive way. And so, another turnover for the Hurricanes. This will be turnover number 7 in the first half.
Odilla. Reed with a long shot.
Leave the ball.
And especially not Sanaya Reed, the leading scorer for the Jaguars, into double figures.
Yeah, I think she took advantage of the defender going under the screen, the post player rolling off of that screen, and you know, you're taught when the defense goes back, man, hand down, man down.
Day-Wilson, the pretty finish.
Something about going to the left. I think all the Miami Hurricanes need to go to the left right now.
It's those crafty finishes at the rim with the left hand. And another look.
I like the Day-Wilson and Dwyer lineup together. Day-Wilson adds a little bit more poise, but they both can put it in the basket. They both can fill it up. They're both great in transition.
Junior from Ontario, transferred in from Duke. Played in 62 games for the Blue Devils over the last 2 years. Finishes off the old-fashioned 3-point try.
Yeah, I believe she was Rookie of the Year. Great experience. Great ability.
You mentioned it, the ACC Freshman of the Year 2 years ago. And a travel on Southern.
Just shifting her feet just a little bit.
You know, when you run back on defense with a smile on your face, you don't exactly think so. 30 seconds to go in the half. Hurricanes up by 4. It's number 4, Jasmyne Roberts on the 3. No good. An offensive board for Patrick and the layup.
That's the kind of basketball Miami's going to have to play. They're going to have to be active on the offensive glass because Miami is shooting a lot of threes in this first half.
15 attempts for the Hurricanes, only 1 make from distance. You'd imagine shots will start falling for Miami in the second frame. 7 on the timer for Southern. It's Reed, kicks to her right. Finds Morgan. Morgan, as time expires, and the bounce doesn't go.
Great defense by Day-Wilson. Stay with me. I'm going to put the ball in the basket. I'm not going to allow one defense to stop me.
Well, both teams roll their starting 5 back out there, and to no surprise, Southern still in that zone as the Hurricanes try and get to the teeth of it, but the Jaguars able to get a hand on it.
See how this turns out very early.
Fleming uses the screen from Castro. Going to work on Dwyer. Kicks it out, and a traveling violation. 10th turnover of the day for Southern.
And I think Coach wanted her to shoot that ball.
They haven't been shy shooting threes. Neither team has been today.
Neither team, they're just not going in. It's like it's a lid on the basket right now.
See what Miami sets up in the half court. It's Patrick at the free throw line. Kicks it out. Dwyer, a triple try. And too strong. Skip pass a little too strong. And it's Dwyer, an acrobatic attempt. And can't connect under the hoop.
Dwyer gets up slow, banged her head a little bit. Thankful for the active hands of Jaleel Williams. The dead ball. Gives her a chance to set the defense up.
One more look at Dwyer through the lane. She had a fancy finish in the first half, couldn't pull it off again.
She's not shy going to the basket and sacrificing her body.
Bit of a spark for the Hurricanes is Dwyer. An Energizer bunny on both ends of the floor. Legions to the hoop with the left and finishes it off.
Just relentless. You cannot give up mental penetration when you are on defense. The Miami Hurricanes have to do a much better job on defense than they're doing right now.
Dwyer bounces it to Roberts, turns around, and gets the roll.
So that looks like that has been the adjustment. Getting one of the guards to cut up the lane, catch the ball at the high post, and have the ability to knock down that shot.
Dwyer trying to poke it free from Fleming. Fleming uses the screen. Fleming, elbow jumper, and connects.
Wide open free throw line shot. Anyone at D1 can make that shot.
Patrick flashes to the free throw line. Patrick spins. Patrick can't get it to go. And Dwyer looking to throw it off Southern. They're able to keep it in bounds.
That was a nice spin move. Just couldn't get it. But I like the aggressiveness to not shoot threes and try to find a way to get into the paint.
Reed, the layup doesn't go. An offensive board. No foul called, but another chance for Southern.
At this point, Miami doesn't want the ball as bad as Southern wants it.
Timer did not reset. 5 on the shot clock. It's down to 3, down to 2, and a last second attempt from Southern, and they missed everything.
50-50 balls goes to the team that wants the ball the most, and a lot of the 50-50 balls, those hustle balls are not going to Miami right now. They're not getting those breaks.
It's been 10 offensive rebounds for either side. And it seems for Southern, they've come on maybe some of those longer rebounds, whereas the Hurricanes have been on some missed threes and right under the hoop and a layup.
Absolutely. As soon as Miami settles down and runs there, they don't look like they're playing Miami basketball.
Roberts on the wing, still trying to break this zone. Skip pass to the corner. It's Dwyer down the lane, up and under, count the bucket.
Dwyer's gonna need an ice bucket, cryotherapy, something of that nature. She keeps falling on the ground the way she is. Lost the shoe and all.
She's weaved through traffic, she's fought through harm. She cashes in on the lay-in, and we'll head to the line for a freebie.
Acrobatic moves. She's very athletic. Like I told you before, she plays like she's 6'2". Just a fearless person on offense and defense, trying to give Miami a spark.
Tightens up the laces at the line, looking to cap off the old-fashioned 3. And Miami up by 7. It's the largest lead of the day for the Hurricanes, as the Jaguars have hung around. Legions turns on the Jets, fakes the pass, denied by Oldacre.
It's a big body.
Roberts in transition, move the feet.
Turnover number 9 for the Miami Hurricanes. Half of them have been off of travel.
Well, Southern still in this ball game, hanging around with the Hurricanes. Lemon looking to set it up. Uses the screen from Castro, and Fleming's bumped.
Oldacre has to get out there just a little sooner. Your eyes light up when you see a post player as a point guard come out there to hedge, because you know you can bend that corner on them and get an easy foul.
Fleming floats it up with the left. Can't get it to go, but an offensive rebound for Southern. That heart, that fight from the Jaguars still going. And Fleming cashes in on the second chance points.
Fleming is having her way getting to wherever she wants to get in this Miami defense. 5-point game. Southern's not going away.
Hilton in the corner. Turnover and then a foul. Williams and Fleming came together, and Chloe Fleming making her impact felt here in this third quarter.
Yet another Miami turnover. We've yet to see any offense from Hilton. We know that she's very capable of filling it up.
Leading scorer for Miami at 15.5 per game this year, coming off a career high 17.
Very active on defense, very long.
Fontenot, nothing but net.
Southern is playing with the confidence right now that they can beat the Miami Hurricanes.
Only down by 2 here in the third. Day-Wilson down the lane, lost the handle, and here comes the Jaguars on the break. Legions to the hoop, Legions through the harm.
And with that, they have the opportunity to go up 1.
Turning defense into offense. Survive Legions through the contact. And Southern looking for its first lead of the day.
Southern's playing with a lot of heart and soul right now.
Beg your pardon, their second lead of the day after they were up 8-3 in the early going. Have not led since that 7:30 mark, and will stay tied here in the third quarter. Midway through the third, the Hurricanes and the Jaguars level at 36. And they'll call a foul away from the ball against Sky Castro.
If I'm Oldacre, I am yelling for the ball. Oldacre has done a great job at sealing, and they have to feed her the ball when she's open.
Well, the Jaguars on a 7-0 run, and we've got a tie basketball game here at the Watsco Center.
Turn your Thanksgiving into Thanks Grilling with Ace, with free assembly and delivery on
36-36 here with 4:56 in the third quarter. And Tamara, the Southern Jaguars playing mighty tough against the mighty Miami Hurricanes.
They shot the ball twice as many times as the Hurricanes in this third quarter, and they're shooting 50%. So that'll keep you in the game right there.
A 7-0 burst for the Jaguars over the last minute and 8 seconds. The Hurricanes looking for an answer after a trio of turnovers over the last few minutes. Day-Wilson tries her luck from distance, and she connects. And the second 3 of the day for the Hurricanes puts them back on top.
No, math says that pretty soon something has to go in. When you're a shooter, you have to have that mentality. You're wide open. You have to make them respect you at the three-point line.
Patrick D's up Castro. Hands it off to Legions. 7 on the timer. Day-Wilson all over the ball. Fontenot with time winding down, a triple try, and it's good. It's
Wow.
Legions on the handoff, and Southern answers right back.
Big shot. Legions leading this Southern basketball team.
She's got 11. The Jaguars have hit their last 4 shots. Hilton drives the baseline, finds Dwyer. Weaves through traffic. Dwyer flips it up and can't connect.
Right there. Way to get in the middle of the paint and not just settle for three-pointers. Those are high percentage shots. Just got to knock them down.
Castro faces up. Down low. They're able to keep grab of it. And it's Fleming to reset.
Only 7 on the shot clock.
Didn't bother the Jaguars their last possession, and a foul called with 5 on the timer.
That's a little touch foul from Hilton. She doesn't agree with it. Whoever agrees with the foul call, right?
Often asking for an explanation. You know when you either smile running down the other end of the floor or you put your hands on your hips? It's not what you think.
You don't want to give the refs too much flack because then you never get a 50-50 favorable call.
Southern's hit its last 4 shots, hanging around with Miami with 3 to go in the third. Lidge finds Fontenot. Fontenot, 2 on the timer. Fontenot flips it up and spins it home.
Southern is just dipping their shoulders, dipping their heads, and being relentless getting to the basket.
Do the Hurricanes have an answer? Day-Wilson tight-ropes the baseline. Dwyer at the free throw line.
Well, I thought Hilton had an easy bucket just now.
Roberts in and out.
And Miami finds themselves down 2 with 2.5 left in the third quarter. Very dangerous situation for Miami to be in. Let's see how they respond.
Lidge down low, left-handed shot, it's good. 6 consecutive makes for Southern, and Katie Meyer needs a timeout.
What about this tough Southern team? Showing up to Coral Gables.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking...
A 14-3 run for Southern has the Jaguars up by 4. And Katie Meyer and the Miami staff trying to draw things up and make some tweaks here, Tamara, after maybe not the best start to the third quarter.
I mean, this is just a gut check. This is the time that you get your Hurricanes together, you get your team together, and you say, who wants to be out here? Who wants to play basketball? Who's going to play hard basketball? Southern's having their way, offensively and defensively. They're getting to the basket easy on offense. Defensively, they're causing havoc. And this Miami team just has to find a way to respond.
See Coach Meyer chatting things over with her club. This is not uncharted waters for Katie. She's been around the block plenty. She knows what it takes. Tamara, you've been in those huddles before. What is she instilling in her players?
I mean, you just have to want to play. You know, you can coach and you can do all the X's and O's, but the players have to play the game. This defense has allowed 18 points in the third quarter, and it's still 2 minutes to go, and they have the momentum. They have to buckle down and play defense and look the person in the eye and not let them drive to the basket on them. That's just as simple as we can put it. You have to want to play the game.
Well, Southern certainly has wanted to play today. They've given Miami every single punch they've got in its arsenal, and we'll see what the Hurricanes will try and respond with. The Jaguars have made 6 straight shots, a 14-3 run over the last 4 minutes. And it's a big-time credit to Coach Funchess' bunch. They could come in, they could roll over. We got another tough Power 5 team on the schedule, fresh off of an Elite 8 trip. But they're here with some heart. They're here to play.
They're taking it personal. Now the Canes have to take it personal. They have to take it personal. Last game had the Elite 8 banner lifted into the rafters. They have to play like an Elite 8 program, and right now they're not playing as such.
Well, a quarter plus to go to see that elite bunch for Miami. Down by 4, 43-39.
They're still in this 2-3 zone. That's been a challenge for the Hurricanes all night long.
Miami hasn't scored in 2.5 minutes. Jalea Williams driving down the baseline and had to work through Lidge, who made it tough.
A lot of height. You're going to penetrate. You have to have somebody to be able to dish it off.
Billow and Williams on the deck and a jump ball. And there's some fire from the Hurricanes.
That's
it's coming from Jalea Williams.
See if you are Katie Meyer. Some passion. Someone who wants to get on the floor and get the ball.
Plenty of spark plugs in the white, orange, and green. 4 on the timer. It's down low, and Lidge can't handle the pass.
Couldn't handle it, but it was the right pass. Day-Wilson's gonna have to slide over and take that pass away. Coach Funches and his group are fired up. Up 4 with 1.5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
See if Miami can figure out the puzzle of this 2-3 zone. Day-Wilson splits a pair. Finds Williams up top. Directing traffic, no-look feed to Roberts. Turns around, in and out. A fight for the ball, it's Oldacre. And looks like we got ball out of bounds.
Another opportunity for the Hurricanes on the baseline.
Hurricanes haven't scored in 3.5 minutes now. Oldacre with the screen. Roberts on the wing. 4 left to shoot. Williams floats it. It's denied by Lidge once again.
Well, you know, they're being a little hesitant to shoot the 3 now because they're not shooting a great percentage, but they still have to play individual basketball the way they know how to play it. If that's a shot that you're used to taking and you're open, you have to take that shot.
Lidge an offensive rebound and sticks it back in. A 16-3 run for Southern.
And that happens in basketball. You have momentum shifts, you have runs, you have to be able to withstand the run and respond.
Hurricanes haven't scored in more than 4.5 minutes. Roberts strokes it and gets it to go, and Jasmyne Roberts ends the drought for the Hurricanes and brings it within 4. Just 5 seconds to go in the third. It's Obillo, finds Morgan at the buzzer, left it short.
And to play with a sense of urgency, he needs to do so right now.
We'll see what Miami has in store here in the fourth quarter. Oldacre down low and off the glass and in.
It's a positive way for this Miami team to respond. The opening fourth quarter, the opening minutes of this fourth quarter.
Southern, the reigning SWAC tournament champions, not to be taken lightly. Lidge answers right back.
Just had her way down there. Have to make it tougher. That was too easy.
Day-Wilson uses the screen from Oldacre. Finds Roberts. Back to Roberts down low. Cross-court pass. Day-Wilson fakes the 3. Now Williams with 5 to shoot. Williams back to Day-Wilson. The corner pocket and connects again from deep.
Ice cold.
Only the 3rd made triple for the Hurricanes today, but it's got him back within 1. And Day-Wilson now on the defensive side. Day-Wilson lays it off. Williams the easy hoop. And Miami back in front.
That's the way you respond if you are the Miami Hurricanes.
And now Southern wants to talk things over.
Katie Myers meeting them at half court. Really proud of her group. That's the way that you respond. And sometimes you need that. You need that type of competition to come and show you what you need to work on when you are an Elite 8 program.
Well, a burst for Miami, 7-2 advantage here in the fourth, and a 1-point lead for the Canes with 8:28 to go. We're here in Coral Gables, Miami up 48-47 over Southern. It's Chloe Fleming to toss it in for the Jaguars, who took a break there after giving up a bit of a 7-2 burst for the Canes, who responded with a punch to begin the fourth.
Absolutely, we know what this team is capable of. 7 points in a minute and a half. But Southern is not going away. But this Miami defense looks alive now. It looks a little different than they were looking before. Not letting Southern have any type of way. Rejecting balls in the paint, and that's how it should be.
Williams in transition, finds Day-Wilson, pulls it up, and gets it to go.
She's feeling it right now. She's shaking her head. She's putting ice in her veins, and she's really making this Hurricane team come alive on offense.
Day-Wilson up to 13 today. Morgan looks to answer and does. We're level once again.
Big time shot to tie the score up. Open three in the corner. When you're trapping, you have to have that rotation.
Williams on the right wing. It's Day-Wilson, the hot hand. And an errant pass, but Southern got a piece of it, so the Hurricanes get another chance.
Yeah, Morgan gave them a Christmas gift, an early Thanksgiving gift.
One Friday too early? Right before Black Friday.
Absolutely.
Day-Wilson will toss it in with 9 left to shoot. And a foul called away from the basketball.
I think they need to give it to her just a little sooner. She looked like she was getting off balance a little bit, and that's where that foul comes in. Wilson to pass the ball in to Roberts. Foul underneath the rim.
Jazz will go to the line to shoot a pair. This is where the Hurricanes have gotten to a bunch today. Didn't capitalize early. They've made some more freebies as of late.
Still shooting 58% from the free throw line. That can make a difference in this game.
Roberts can't connect on the first attempt at the line. 13 points today for the junior from Jacksonville. She's been a pivotal part to the Hurricanes' success over the last couple of years. Looking to put Miami back up. And she does so, up by 1, 51-50 with 7:22 to go.
She's really becoming and growing into her own, understanding her role on this team, and contributing almost in every aspect of the game.
Hurricanes ramp up the pressure. Here in the final few minutes, Day-Wilson takes it away. It's Williams. Can't get the lay-in to go, but she keeps possession for Miami.
If she didn't pump fake and went straight up and absorbed that contact, I think she'll be going to the line for maybe an and one. Just quick hands right there.
Another steal for the Hurricanes. Their 6th of the day, averaging 16 a game. Day-Wilson can't get it to go from deep this time, but Oldacre the offensive board, and she's hacked.
I like it. I like it. Get up, get a rebound, put it back up.
Kyla Oldacre making her 2nd career start. She'll shoot 2 at the line. She's got 6 points to go along with 6 boards. And just can't get the roll.
Didn't get that Hurricane bounce. Hurricanes are struggling from the free throw line. 53% from the charity stripe.
An empty trip for Oldacre. And Miami's tough day at the line continues.
The pressure that Williams is putting on Fleming is incredible.
Morgan tries her luck from deep. Too strong. Day-Wilson there. She's been the spark for the Hurricanes here in the 2nd half. Hilton down the baseline. Cross-court pass. Extra feed. Roberts. Yes! Jasmyne Roberts finds her stroke.
That's good basketball. Pass, pass, pass. Find the open teammate. Knock down the shot. That's Miami basketball.
Legion's looking to answer. Lays it off to Castro, who flips it home.
Oh, and she hurt herself with that. She hurt herself with that. She's on the ground. She ran into Oldacre before she was able to dish the ball. Suffered an injury.
Tough collision at the rim.
Sacrificed her body, literally,
Laid it all on the line, got the bucket for the Jaguars. But a tough sight to see here at the Watsco Center.
You know, you never grin or you're never happy for injuries. Just hoping that it's nothing serious. Maybe it's a cramp. Looks like it's more of a cramp. It can't be the ankle out there bending.
That, of course, would be excellent news if it's just a cramp, just a scare.
Well, it's excellent news, but it's hard to get back out there when you start cramping up. You can't go back out there. You continue to cramp up. Get you some electrolytes in your system, and hopefully she can continue to contribute because she's the leading scorer on this team. That's a huge loss to the Southern team. And this crowd is completely silent. We've seen some very scary injuries. Got to take each one seriously, but seems like she just cramped up.
A round of applause for Survivor Legions. She works her way to the bench. 11 points today to lead this fight for the Jaguars.
Get an extra timeout when you have an injury.
It's maybe the silver lining. Probably the only positive, right?
Yeah, you get a timeout right in front of your bench. You're able to come down and execute a play that Coach Katie has drawn up. You're watching the games? All right, take care of the ball, Miss Williams. All right.
Oh, we got a third member of the crew today. Shayeann Williams joining the show. There is Miss Williams on the left wing, finds Day-Wilson. The hot hand for the Hurricanes, pulls it up. Oldacre pulls down the board.
Oldacre has been very active on the O board.
It's Williams at the top. Finds Day-Wilson in the corner. Down to Roberts, turns, fires, too strong. Oldacre again, and off the window and in.
Oldacre has have to have 3 or 4 offensive rebounds in the last 5 minutes. She's been very, very, very active.
It's put Miami back up by 4, and a lazy pass taken away by Day-Wilson.
Miami's looking to open up this lead.
Roberts a 3, too strong. Oldacre fighting for it, and a jump ball. Possession arrow with Southern.
When you see the biggest person on the court, not afraid to get on the floor.
All 6'6" of Kyla Oldacre.
In a weird fall.
Just like Morgan. Kiana Morgan was in there for the Jaguars. Ramped up pressure for the Hurricanes. They forced the takeaway. Hurricanes up 56-52 midway through this 4th quarter.
They're in control. They don't want to rush anything. They want a good quality shot.
Skipping it around the perimeter. Roberts down low, can't spin it home.
That's as easy as it's gonna get if you are the Miami Hurricanes. Didn't force a 3, got into the gut of the defense, got an easy shot.
Fontenot flips it to Reed. Reed down the lane and connects. It's a 2-point game.
That was smooth. This Southern team not going away. They are excited.
There's 4 minutes to go in regulation. Canes up 56-54. Day-Wilson lost the ball and the Jaguars take advantage. It's Fleming. Fleming lost the handle.
Great defense by Jasmyne Wilson. Very disciplined defense. And she'll get a breather with that. In the open court, just quick hands. Tipped it off of Fleming's. Able to send it back the other way.
Just 3:53 to go here in regulation. The Jaguars hanging around. It's 56-54. And Tamara, it's going to be a fight to the finish.
I'm interested to see how this Miami Hurricane team deals with just being up 2 with the ball with just under 4 minutes to go. Situational basketball, I love to see it.
See a lot of half-court sets over the final few minutes. See what Miami drew up during the 30-second timeout. Day-Wilson splits a double, flips it high, can't get it to go. A fight for the loose ball, an offensive board for Jada Patrick.
Miami just wanted the ball more.
Down low to Oldacre, kicks to the corner. Extra pass, Day-Wilson thought about it. Pulls it out, finds Williams, she'll try it. And an offensive board for Hilton, and the Canes will reset.
Second chance opportunities are killing Southern in this fourth quarter.
Day-Wilson couldn't capitalize there, and the Jaguars will take over.
Let's see how Southern responds. Down 2, full court pressure.
Taken away by Williams, off the window and in. And here comes Miami, ramping up the pressure in the final few minutes, forcing some turnovers.
Defensively, Miami is just too good in the open court.
Morgan, the offensive board.
Very active hands from this Hurricanes team. That's what's keeping them in this ball game. That's what's keeping them with this 4-point lead right now.
2.5 to go, 58-54. Morgan, the touch pass to Fleming, 3 to shoot. And they'll say there was a touch. 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
Hilton unable to score in this ball game thus far.
Fleming finds Morgan in the corner as the shot clock expires, in and out, but an offensive rebound. It's Morgan again from the left wing, in and out once more. And bodies hit the floor, and they'll say an offensive board and then a foul.
How about the effort from Castro? Just relentless on the boards, refusing to be boxed out, just have a knack for wanting the ball. Miami has to do a better job on the rebounding glass.
We've seen that effort from Southern from start to finish today. Morgan, third straight try from the corner, can't get it to go, and a board for Jasmyne Roberts. Here come the Hurricanes out and running, and they'll slow things down.
Yeah, it looks like Williams wanted to go, but she thought about it. Time and score situation. Let's get a quality shot.
Up by 2 possessions with just under 2 to play. Patrick. Hurricanes milking the clock. Day-Wilson a 3. Too strong, and Fleming comes away with it. 2-on-1 the other way. Fleming, the bounce pass to Fontenot. Fontenot through the contact and 1.
Listen, if you're going to go after the ball and you're going to foul, you got to foul. You can't give up a possible 3 points when you're only up 4. You can't give that up.
Fontenot now into double figures and her biggest bucket of the day. Has the Jaguars within 2 and a chance to make it 1.
This has become a nail biter.
And now the Jaguars will talk things over, only trailing the Hurricanes by 1 with 1:37 to go.
You're Southern, this is exactly where you want to be in this basketball game with 1.5 minutes to go. The pressure is really on Miami right now. It's not on Southern.
We talked about it from the open, Tamara. The Hurricanes 2-0, the Jaguars 0-3. That being said, they played some tough competition all on the road in Baylor, Texas, and Purdue. Battle tested, and they're showing it here tonight.
Absolutely. It has prepared them for this moment right now. We're going to see if the Miami Hurricanes can take advantage of being up one and holding a lead for the remainder of the game.
Well, these possessions become more and more important down the stretch. Tamara, what do you think we'll see from the Hurricanes when they set up in the half court?
I think that they're going to run a play, have someone flash to the middle, try to do maybe a high-low, but definitely have Day-Wilson somewhere in the mix along with Jasmyne Roberts, because they have been the offensive engine of this game.
When it started out for Miami, it was a lot of threes attempted. They didn't fall in the early going. They've worked their way into the gut of that zone, and they're starting to see a few more shots fall here in the second half.
They've done a better job at taking care of the ball. They had a lot of early turnovers, but they've settled down. They're taking care of the ball. Oldacre has been very active on the glass. She has given them a lot more opportunities to shoot the ball than what they had initially.
The Jaguars in it against the Hurricanes, 58-57, a minute 37 to go in regulation.
Friday night basketball at the Watsco Center.
Day-Wilson has set it up for Miami. Hurricanes taking things slowly. Day-Wilson finds Roberts at the free throw line. Down low to Oldacre through the bump and kisses it off the window.
That's the high-low I was talking about. Have someone flash to the high-low. It's been open all game. You have to trust in your players and trust in your offense, and that's what they did. Beautiful execution by Miami.
Oldacre now with 10. The Hurricanes up by 3 with 60 seconds to go. Reed kicks to the corner. The triple try off the back iron, an offensive board.
Miami had 2 on the ball.
It's Fleming. Goes away from the screen. Fleming blocked by Oldacre. And a big-time play by Kyla Oldacre here down the stretch.
If you're Southern, you just have to take the points. I think they were looking for an open 3 or someone to take the shot, but you just have to take the points.
And we're going to get a review here to see who that block went off of. It was Kyla Oldacre to knock it away. She's been a force in the paint here in the second half. Definitely got her hand on it. And did it come off of Oldacre or Castro becomes the question.
That's going to be Miami's ball if I'm guessing. What about you? Look at this last one. Not this. That's not the question. At the end, Oldacre hits it. And then it's touch last. Right there. With both of her hands.
Got it with the left fingertips, then firmly got it with the right.
Yeah.
You would think this call would stay the same way. With the Hurricanes up 60-57. With 41.9 to go. They'll change that on the clock. 41.9. See, that's the advantage we have here, Tamara. We're at the scorer's table. We've got it before they even flip it on the scoreboard.
Absolutely, absolutely. VIP seating, right?
Well, you got a conversation with Jalea Williams. You hear what the refs are saying.
Let's see, how many turnovers does Jalea have?
She's got 3 today.
I don't want her to talk to me.
No talking to you in
Don't
games.
talk to me unless you have less than 3 turnovers, Jalea. She said she can hear what we say. That's what I say.
And now the Canes will take a 30-second stoppage to draw something up with 41.9 up 60-57. And a lot of credit to Southern. They've battled the Hurricanes from start to finish, had an early lead of 8-3, took an advantage in that third quarter, and have fought their way the entire way through.
These ladies have heart. I would want any one of them on my team. Fearless bunch of competitors that is putting it all on the court for 40 minutes. That's the type of effort that you want from your team. Giving the Hurricanes a run for their money.
We'll see what Katie Myers drawn up for her squad with a key possession coming up. Up by 3 with 41.9 to play. If you're Southern, you're looking for a stop, and you're looking for a quick bucket.
If I'm Southern, I'm not letting that ball go to the high post. That's how Miami has been able to get back in this game, taking advantage of the high post.
So Miami gets the ball, advanced it on the timeout. Roberts to toss it in, finds Day-Wilson. About a 13-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hurricanes gonna wind this thing down. And an offensive foul.
Oh, she sold that. She knew it was coming. Day-Wilson's upset about that.
Hilton comes on and replaces Oldacre. That athletic lineup for the Hurricanes.
They want to go man-to-man.
In need of a stop.
So they could switch everything.
Less than 30 seconds to go. Canes up by 3 and a foul away from the ball. An offensive foul called on Sky Castro.
She says, back at you, huh? Let's take a look at it. And you know, Roberts does such a great job at sacrificing her body, being at the right place at the right time. She probably leads this team in charges taken.
Back-to-back offensive fouls for each squad. It turns off the timer. The Canes up by a possession. Southern are looking for a steal. If not, then a foul. They get it into Roberts. Roberts pressured by Reed. They'll start off looking for that trap. Gets it to Day-Wilson.
They have to foul.
And she's wrapped up by Fontenot.
I think they should have started fouling earlier than that, because that doesn't put them in the bonus.
Winds down some time. Took about half the clock off. Actually, it looks like that'll be foul number 5. And shots upcoming for Day-Wilson.
Is it number 5? It was just a 3. Maybe there's an error on the board.
Shayeann Day-Wilson was the hot hand for the Hurricanes in the second half. She'll head to the line. 2 crucial shots coming up, looking to make this a 2-possession game.
The big free throws from Day-Wilson.
Her first trip to the line today. She capped off an old-fashioned 3. Misses the front end here.
She can make this a 2-possession game just by making 1 free throw.
Needs the second. Left it short, but an offensive board for Patrick. And now she's fouled. So Day-Wilson couldn't capitalize at the line, but Jada Patrick soared for the board.
This Miami team just relentless at this free throw line on the boards, giving themselves another opportunity to get to the line to make at least 1 free throw. And they are completely crumbling at the line. 42% for the Miami Hurricanes tonight at the charity stripe.
Hurricanes have missed 11 of their 19 attempts at the line today. Patrick looking to push it to 2 possessions and finds Twine. 61-57, 11.6 to go. It's a 2-possession game, but not the prettiest 2 trips to the lines for the Hurricanes.
You know, an ugly win is still a win.
It is.
So
it absolutely
if I'm
is.
Katie Meyer, I am thanking God that my team is able, if they're able, to pull this off, this 4 points in 11.6 seconds, with everything that's worked against the Hurricanes. Field goal percentage, free throw percentage, 3-point percentage.
Well, Tamara, Southern talking things over. Down by 4 with 11.6. You going for a quick 2 or you're taking the 3?
I'm taking whatever's open.
Okay.
I'm taking whatever's open, quick foul, try to get a steal, a quick foul, and hope that the basketball gods are with me.
Now, if you're Miami, of course, the second Southern gets into that shooting motion, you cannot foul. It's a 2-possession game if you don't foul a 3-point shooter.
Absolutely. You cannot afford to foul a 3-point shooter because then that is a 4-point play.
It's Fleming, gets it into Castro. Back to Fleming with 10 to play. Canes up by 4. Fontenot, the 3, too strong. Fight for the loose ball, and it's off to the Canes. The Jaguars retain possession with 4.2 to go.
That'll pretty much sum it up. 5 up. Hurricanes are looking like they'll play man-to-man, probably switch. Off the ball, on the ball.
61-57. It's out to Castro, hands to Fleming, 2 to go. Fontenot, the 3, left it short, and that does it. The Hurricanes fend off the pesky Jaguars and hold on to win 61-57. It was a stressful game for the Hurricanes. The Jaguars are in it, but an